when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
This is a city that's hosts more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Leading the Saints, that is head coach Kellen Moore. These guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up here in the booth, and we have got safety Justin Reed handling our opening kick. And away we go beneath the Florida heat. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. Kool-Aid McKinstry there defensively.
Mayfield to throw again. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
180!
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Shoots away from one. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Here's the give to Irving. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Baker now from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
180!
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock. But can you do a record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover?
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
On the give, it's Miller. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Shough to throw. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 26 yards.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Handoff here for Miller. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone on first. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get the game's first points here in the second. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. But it might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
The extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0.
180!
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down.
Pushing the tight end over. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to Irving now. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shuck working from the gun. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Shuck. This finds its target, that's Hill. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Trying to work quickly now.
28 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now to be caught by Thielen. And he's taken down at the 30. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Saints 1st down.
Shuck now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
10 more yards. Complete to Adam Thielen.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Throw caught at the 6. And this is down all the way to the 3. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year. And it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch being left side by Abuka. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's a big strike downfield to Abuka. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get their 1st points of this game just before halftime. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Jared Goff. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Lions continue their winning ways. They move to 9-4 with the victory here. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here comes Derrick Henry. He'll take this one in for the score. He now has 12 touchdowns on the season. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens with a 10-point lead, 17-7, your halftime score. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie from Va-Tech, Bashal Tutin. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 58 yards for the score. This one's gone to halftime with the Jaguars on top in this one at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Saints to the line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Miller. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back to throw, Shuck. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And this is another incompletion.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Buccaneers and wide receiver Emeka Egbuka set to take over now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. 1st and 10 from the 32. They send the tight end in motion left. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Putting the tight end in motion. Baker now off the play fake. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the give, this is Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4. 1st down and run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, Irving on the move past the 40. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Irving on the inside give. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
This makes it up to the 25. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Now it's Miller. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shuck's going to throw here. Hitting Olave on the slant. Got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
It's a gain of 7.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, no. Trying to carry it through. Miller with it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Saints, first down. A gain of 14.
Running once more with Miller. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Miller. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The Buccaneers go to the nickel, third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
He'll throw it. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Back to throw it. It's a big strike to Hill. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the gun, again to Miller. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
2nd and 7.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 19, go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs. Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Reed now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First down, here's Baker. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught, it's Godwin again. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
180.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made the tackle. A loss of 1.
Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a quick play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Saints getting closer to their 13th win of the season. 1st and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. On the ground, it's Miller. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run, it's Miller. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. And the Saints grab it. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Put the body on the line for his team. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. Brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, that